I'm here at the National Gymnasium for a training session that the Harpy Eagles have ongoing currently. It is being like this for many of their sessions as they prepare for the resumption of regional 4-day cricket on February 1st. The first two rounds of this Cricket West Indies tournament is going to be staged in Grenada and Antigua, and there's going to be a break, and then they head to Trinidad again for the final 3 rounds. But it hasn't been good going for the Harpy Eagles in terms of having a lot of on-field preparation for this 4-day tournament. They've been doing fitness tests, and actually they're here at the gymnasium yet again for another fitness assessment. But that's all they've been able to get accomplished as we prepare for this tournament. Apart from the weather being a serious bugbear for this new setup in terms of Ryan Hercules taking over as the head coach, they're going to be missing some key players from the setup. For example, Kimu Paul and Romayo Shepherd, they're in South Africa for League Cricket, League T20 cricket that is. Likewise, Shema Hetmaya and Shafina Rutherford are in the UAE. We know Rutherford would have expressed a desire to restart playing red ball cricket. And then there is Tej Ryan Chandrapal, who had a dream start to his test career. He is expected to be back with the West Indies side as they tour Zimbabwe for those 2 tests. And then there's a dangling card that another player from the Harpy Eagles setup could be selected for that Zimbabwe tour, given the conditions are very conducive to his craft in the side. So that's about 6 players that one would have expected had Ryan Hercules and Leon Johnson had them at their disposal. They would have been potentially in the playing 11. Now what does that do? It means that these matches that we've been calling practice matches are essentially going to be turned into trial matches, because one would have to assume that those 6 slots are going to be filled with the best performers in those matches. And speaking to head coach Ryan Hercules, he's urging the players to make the most of the opportunities that are going to be presented. Due to the weather, those matches have been pushed back to start. The first one, that is going to start on Saturday instead. Initially, it was set to start on Thursday. That shows the kind of dire situation the Harpy Eagles are in and able to get enough time on the field to prepare for this regional 4-day season.
It's a good opportunity for the young players, guys who've been around this setup for quite some time. I think this is the perfect time for them to take this opportunity to cement a place probably in the team. Right? We know how it happens. We're going to lose some players, which we're accepting that. Yes, that's fine. But I think it's a perfect time for the young guys, young like Nandu, Anderson, Akshay Prasad, who've been around the setup for quite some time, to take this opportunity to try cement the place as a permanent member in the team. We can't control what we can control. At the end of the day, the guys are professional players. I do talk to them about being professional, and we know we haven't been playing cricket. Do what you can in your own space. Yes, we're not where we want to be in terms of match readiness, but like I said, we can only control what we can control. So I do trust the process with the guys being professional players, how they go out there and adapt to certain situation. And we hope that could take us throughout the first 2 periods, the two rounds. We have a break coming back. Hopefully if the weather is better, we could get some more work done going to Trinidad for the last 3 games.
You have set any realistic goals with the other management staff about what you're looking to, at minimum, accomplish in this 4-day tournament?
Yeah, we have our discussions in terms of what we're looking for from the staff and players as well. We do have one-to-one with players discussing their own personal goals, so we don't tend to get into them and say, look, we're looking for you to this. We hear what they want to achieve as individuals, small goals, small targets, and then we could take it from there.
Realistically, we could win this one?
Everyone is out to win, so yeah, we're going to give it a go.
At this point in time, for any young player, it's up in the air about who's going to make that 30-man squad. What is sure though is that the team is confident that they can do well at this 4-day season. Having finished 3rd last year, in fact, they only would have lost 1 match. There is a brewing confidence among this new setup that they can do well and potentially regain that 4-day title. Reporting from the National Gymnasium, I'm Akim Green.